Good thing the collars are open, because after Thanksgiving, I don't know that my collar would close. You know?
Having a hard time trying to get that thing buttoned. Trying to keep it.
Also had to loosen the belt.
Hope you guys had a great holiday.
Indeed. Glad to hear that you did.
Yeah, it was fun. Good?
Absolutely, yeah. Wonderful to get the kids together in the same place. They're all over it right now.
Special time.
Yeah,
all right.
very nice.
A lot going on sports-wise this weekend. And hot topic number one, we have a rematch of Super Bowl 47, Ravens 49ers. Is it a preview of Super Bowl 54?
I'm all in on the Ravens. I'm still not all in on the 49ers, though.
Really?
I will admit that.
At 10-1, and
I
what
know-
they've done
I know,
against
At the top
Green
defense.
Bay? Yeah.
Niners at the top D in the whole league.
That's why
That
you
defensive
believe
line is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL.
Yeah,
So
that's why you believe in 49ers, because defense travels, right? And
Yep.
defense, especially when the weather gets colder.
Defense travels, so you're saying Lamar Jackson doesn't?
The Ravens' defense is pretty good, too. Though.
We're clear on that, too.
That's why they're good. It's not about Lamar Jackson not traveling. It's about the 49ers and believing in them. And the reason why I believe in them is because of their defense. That front line is tough. And when the weather gets colder in the NFL, defense is what matters the most, because everything else slows down. They can win in the cold weather. They can win in a dome with that defense as well. So that's why you believe in them. The way they built that team was on the line of scrimmage. Offensive line, defensive line. That's when it really turned for them. The quarterback's pretty good, but that defense off the charts.
Okay, because Han says so. I'm in on the Ravens. That's all I got.
The DMV part of it is coming out right now.
I'm going to give you Ravens with confidence. Big trust, to quote, what's my guy, the quarterback? I mean, not quarterback, running back for the Ravens. I don't know.
Mark Ingram?
Mark Ingram. There you go. Always gassing up his guy, Lamar Jackson. I'm all in on the Ravens.
All right, we're going to write that down. All right.
They have to get past. They do have to get past Tom Brady and the Patriots, who also, by the way, have one of the best defenses.
Can't score.
I have
one
their
of the best
defense in
defenses
fantasy.
in the game.
I'm still going with the
They're going
Ravens.
to have to go to Foxborough to get that win, probably. So
We'll see. But again, like I said, they're our only hope, because no one outside of New England wants to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl again. No one.
All right. Got to get into this Kyrie Irving situation. Home and home, Nets and Celtics. In Boston Wednesday. He does not accompany the Nets in Boston. Posters outside TD Garden calling him a coward. It wasn't great in the arena either. And instead of just letting this go.
That's pretty good.
Come on.
Instead of just letting this go.
Yeah.
He never lets things go. He goes to Instagram and really comes up with some comments that are debatable at best. And you just wonder, the guy's making all of this money. He knows what kind of response he's going to get, and he comes up with this on social media. It happens all the time, and tonight, the other night he's talking about, just goes to show how sports entertainment will always be ignorant and obtrusive. It's one big show that actually means very, very little in the real world that most people live in, because there are actually things that matter going on within it. The reality is that's his life, right?
Yeah.
That's his world. It is a big show, and it's a big show that's made him a very rich man. I don't understand his motivation. I just don't understand it.
Very wealthy. I think for me, in terms of having patience with Kyrie Irving, you remember that this is not a guy who has played consecutive full seasons, even when you go back to Duke. So that's one thing I keep in mind with him. And then I think of him almost as an artist. I mean, it's been well documented that he's into theater and Rent, and he's been in movies. So, you know, artists are a little, like Erykah Badu says, they're real sensitive about their stuff. So I'm just going to put Kyrie in the sensitive bucket.
He also believes the earth is flat.
There we go, right,
That part?
exactly.
So there's that too. Eccentric, maybe, right? But this to me was a little disingenuous because of what you said. He's made a lot of money off this business, right? Like what you're telling, what he did there, which I feel is, it's the lack of awareness that you want to be sensitive to the fans and how they're reacting to you. Completely get it, but the idea to tell fans that this is just a show and why do you care so much, you know, like I feel like that's so out of touch. You know, like these are people they love watching you play. He's one of the most entertaining guards in the league when he's healthy. And I don't understand this kind of take other than the fact that he's super sensitive.
I don't know what he expected the reaction to be. He left Boston.
You had to know
he said he was going to stay in Boston. He also went with this on Instagram. A purposeful and spiritually led life will always be bigger and more meaningful than any sports arena or any entertainment space. This game isn't meant to be controlled and shown as a drama. It's meant to show the love. Oh, boy. Love for the art is the only damn thing that keeps the purest people in this giant sports entertainment circus. Don't fall for the game that's played in front of us as entertainment. I'll never be as serious as dealing with life. Is it not entertainment?
That's my thing. Like the first couple of lines, I'm like, okay, I understand it. Yeah, you know, there are a lot of bigger things out there in life with than sports. But then he just went down and took us some different way, and my head started to hurt. Like, Kyrie, what are you talking about? If you feel that strongly, then just retire. Just call it quits. Move on.
Go
If you
play
feel
on
that
record,
right,
for the love.
sports is not going to change. Entertainment is not going to change. Those are two things that are going to be constant in the world.
But
So
neither
you
will
feel-
life as something bigger than that for him.
I understood, but
I mean, you get it. Come on, y'all.
Monica?
Just give him a little. All right, I'm sorry.
And by the way,
he was the teacher from Peanuts after a while.
Celtics are off to a good start without Kyrie Irving, and with him out of the lineup, the Nets have gone 6-2.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
All right, Anthony Davis. How about his unwelcome return to New Orleans the other night? What's with all the hate? All right, Lakers won by 4. AD went for 41-9, and he didn't go off on the fans. Didn't do a Kyrie on social media afterward. Kind of shrugged it off.
The Pelicans locker room too. Said, "I don't want the smoke." Right.
Yeah, right.
But did you hear that? How subtle was it though? As they introduced him, they were playing the Imperial Death March from Star Wars, Darth Vader walking in the building. He did what he was supposed to do. He knew it was coming. He put up 41. He had a great performance. Then he left. It's over. Now you can move on.
That's the best. That's the way it should be done.
Lakers, by the way, now 16-2. We talked about them the other night.
And by the way,
Did he get a tribute video? Do we know? Is it too soon?
Yeah,
Too soon?
might be
Okay.
too soon.
Just
But
wondering.
I think the thing that benefits him is that he has a teammate in LeBron James.
Yes.
And we all remember that first game back in Cleveland when he was a member of the Miami Heat. So LeBron said, all right, you're not going to get as bad as I did, but just go out and play the game. Don't kind of feed into the media. Don't tweet or do anything on Instagram. Just go out, give him buckets, get a win, and then...
And LeBron made sure he had a night. LeBron
setting
made
him up.
sure he had a night, and then afterwards celebrated it for him, which says a lot about LeBron. Like you said, he completely recognized it because he's been through it, and he let his teammate know, I've got you. Don't worry about it.